Approximately 93 million miles away, hydrogen atoms fuse to create a nuclear reaction exploding in a humongous ball of light and heat. 8 minutes and 20 seconds later, light from this reacting ball of gases that we know as the sun and not my arse hits planet Earth, and that's totally lit. But what does this have to do with TV and film? Well, believe it or not, light is just an electromagnetic radiation that can be detected by the human eye. And unfortunately for filmmakers, the human eye isn't quite the same as a camera. For one, what we actually see is our mind's reconstruction of objects, based on input provided by the eyes, not the actual light received by our eyes. And if you don't believe that, then check this out. Here, we have a circle made up of purple dots with one missing. As you continue to watch, the missing dot will alternate around the circle. However, it isn't until we stare at a cross in the middle that the fun begins. If you continue to stare at the cross, the missing hole will actually turn green. This isn't done in editing, as you can look back at any time and see the missing dot again. Freaky, eh? Certainly a sight for sore eyes. And more importantly, a camera only sees in 2 dimensions, while the eyes see in 3. This means that when we see with our eyes, we see height, width and depth, but with a camera, there is no way to have the depth in the picture, as a photograph or TV screen is a flat medium. 3D movies notwithstanding. To compensate this, videographers and photographers use certain tricks to help bring out depth, one of which is the use of light. There are many ways to light a scene or photograph, and they can all have different effects on the way depth is perceived. To explain further, let's do a quick photo shoot with the old ball and chain. Here is Steph, and here is her point of view. Excusing the massive art supplies, you can see 2 big lights shining at her. This is great and lights up her face well, but let's see what happens when we turn one light down. Notice that this creates a slight shadow which helps perceive more depth. Now, let's add a backlight, or hair light as known in the biz. Notice this causes a white shadow behind her. It's subtle, but helps the talent, which we should be focusing on, pop out from the background. With all 3 lights on, we get a setup known as 3-point lighting. But by moving things around, we can create different effects and moods. Check this one out. Here, we have just lit Steph from one light underneath. This gives her a sinister feel, reminiscent of when you would tell ghost stories around a campfire and hold a torch under your face. This is just the backlight, which creates a bigger halo and gives a very angelic or hero feel. You also have quality of light. Hard light, which is usually caused by small lights or lights further away, cause harsh shadows, whereas softer light usually wraps around the subject, causing less shadows. Soft lights are usually the opposite, i.e. big lights closer to the subject. This is how a large softbox makes a light softer. So, if we wanted to light a subject in a movie scene, we would want really big lights as close to the subject as possible. This might be alright for the key light and the fill light, as we can hide it behind the camera, but what about a backlight, or other lights to change the mood? Well, the secret solution is so simple, but be warned, because once you know it, you'll not be able to unsee it from any movie. Well, you've been warned. The solution is to hide stage lighting in the simple lamp. Yes, this humble 30-watt stage prop has become so important in the film industry that it's completely overused. Count how many lamps you have in your house right now. Steph and I probably have a maximum of 4, and 2 of them don't work. Here are some scenes from Red Dragon. Check out how many lamps are in Will Graham's house. Lamp.
Josh, what are you doing?
Lamp. 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 Well, there's going to be a lamp here somewhere. There it is in the bottom corner there. There's a lamp off scene, definitely. But when a ceiling light up there. There it is, office lamp. Now this lamp multiplies into 3 lamps. Now into the kids' room, he's bound to have a lamp. Now this lamp on the left teleports to here. Another lamp. Whoa, 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 mind it! Oh, Jesus.
Get down!
Lamp. And a lamp. This film is great for lamp enthusiasts and has approximately 97 lamps in it. And that's not counting normal ceiling lights or lights from other devices such as TVs. 97 lamps. And to me, that's more unbelievable than a DeLorean flying through time. So, next time you watch a film, look out for lamps. And another thing, who turns all these lamps on? In the film Red Dragon, they were out having a barbecue. Maybe you might have one lamp on to help get to the bathroom, but 29 lamps? Nah. And don't think these things will crop up just in a house. You will find them everywhere. Police stations, offices, pubs, gardens, lamp stalls. And watch out for two sneaky lamps. Medieval lamps, which are basically just candles, and sci-fi lamps. They have the technology to disguise themselves, but under all that wiring, microchips, and titanium alloy mainframe coating, they're still just a humble lamp, hiding in plain sight. So, if you want a good drinking game, try taking a swig every time you see a lamp in modern films. But don't blame me if you watch Red Dragon and end up in hospital. And on that note, it's time to visit the lamp store. Thanks for watching.